Hey YouTube family, welcome back and welcome into those tuning in for the first time. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Venus. I go by Venus here on the YouTube tarot community, and I'll be your reader for the duration of this video. Since it has been a long time since I last posted, I just wanted to quickly catch y'all up, give you guys a few updates. It'll only take a few minutes, but if you want to skip this portion, I understand. I'll put a timestamp in the comments below, okay? But for those of you who are listening through this, thank you. And I just wanted to say, first off, I know a lot of you have been, reaching out to me, wondering if I'm doing okay, if I've been all right. I was gone for a pretty long time, and I just want to say I appreciate you guys so much. You don't know how much it means to me. I mean, some of you were like mentioning that you were keeping me in your prayers. Y'all were being so kind and like showing support and love and just being always encouraging. So I truly appreciate that. It means a lot. These past few months have been a little rough, not gonna lie. But it is what it is. We just keep moving, we just keep going. But with that being said, I am open and accepting private readings now. I have a bunch of options to choose from, as I'm trying to make it more affordable and accessible for everyone. So it really just is a matter of what you want and booking, okay? My booking does fill up quite fast, so it's one thing to look out for. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'll try to respond to all inquiries, and all the links and info to that will be in the description box if you're interested. Next, if private readings aren't an option for you, don't worry. Moving forward, I have been trying to make my videos a bit more helpful and a bit more coaching almost in nature. But I personally use tarot to, help heal myself and to help progress. I think that's the main thing I use tarot for. I'm not really interested in knowing the tea. I'm more interested in, how can I put myself into alignment? How can I grow and evolve and learn, right? So with that being said, that's something that I kind of wanted to give back to y'all. Instead of just spilling the tea, I will have an advice / journaling / reflection portion at the end of all these readings. This first batch of readings, they're going to be kind of not too fully fledged out. It's me kind of just feeling the waters for it. I'm sure I'm going to develop a way better system. But do keep a pen and paper and or notepad handy if you want to take notes and get in on that and actually participate on that. That'd be really cool, and I would love to hear your guys' progress and all that good stuff. So that was about all I had to say. Before the reading starts, every round of videos I like to get y'all together and help raise good vibrations, generate positive energy, right? So the last set of videos we focused on love energy and generating more of that. So we had the family down in the comments below make a list of 3 or more things that they love. So here are a few shout outs to those who commented. We have Jennifer right here saying, I love these 3 things. I love the fact that I'm living life, that I get a chance to be on earth, to learn and love. I love people and the ones especially that share their energy with me. And I love opportunities that life can bring each new day. Really beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Jennifer. We have Delisa here as well, and they said 3 things I love: peace, nature, my animals, trees, grass, earth, my family, smiling. Really beautiful. Thank you, Delisa, for participating and telling us what you loved. And we have Melissa as well, another shout out. They said, I love eating fresh flowers from the wild rosemary plant. I love herbal healing teas, and I love the sunrise. So these were all really beautiful. I'll shout out more people every single round of videos. I really love and enjoy reading all of these. A lot of these actually did make me feel better. So shoot, like maybe scroll down through those comments and read those and see what you could be grateful for as well. It's kind of just like reading back affirmations, but anyways, those were the shout outs. And so for this set of videos, there is currently a lot of fear and lack mindset in the collective. I mean, you can feel it, you know it. The world state of affairs is you know. So for this set of videos, we will actually be addressing fear and seeing how we can flip the script and turn it into gratitude. So gratitude is a really powerful energy. Whatever we feel gratitude for, the universe, God, source takes note of it and multiplies it, right? So in the comments down below, or in your own time, write 3 things that you are grateful for, flipping the script on your fears. This one might be a little hard because we really have to dig deep. So I'm just going to give an example. I'm going to be a little bit honest, a little bit vulnerable. Please go easy on me. But an example for me, one of my biggest fears is homelessness. It is something that I have dealt with before, unfortunately, and it is something that has caused a lot of trauma for me. So likewise, to flip the script on my fear, I am super grateful for my current living situation beyond belief. I'm grateful I'm living with super kind and generous people. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm grateful to have meals to eat. I'm grateful to that I have a room to, you know, be in, a foundation to flourish and grow in. I'm grateful that I can have a place where I can provide for myself and my family and my loved ones. I'm grateful that I have this beautiful opportunity to just be able to live and breathe and not be in a toxic environment. So those are my gratitudes. That's me flipping the script on my fears. If you would like to share something in the comments down below, you can, and I do look forward to reading them. So with that being said, y'all, onto your reading. I hope you enjoy. Hi Aquarius, welcome into this love reading for October 2020. Of course, whenever you find this video, it is in perfect and divine timing for you. This is a reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Dominant, and especially Aquarius Venus. I know that's a lot to take in, but it is what it is. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave what does not. And with that being said, Aquarius, this side right here, this is your energy. This is the energy that you are approaching in love, and this is the energy of the other person most wanting to come through, how they're feeling about you, their energy in regards to the love and this dynamic. And then we have the energy of the dynamic itself, okay? Now with that being said, the energy can be flipped, so place yourself where it resonates, but for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna be referring to this side as Aquarius, but again, place yourself where it resonates. Now, I did pick these cards off camera. I did a little meditation, so that's why they're already here. Now, before we jump right on in and flip these over and do a little reveal, we're gonna go ahead and pull some cards for your most recent past in regards to love, Aquarius, and from this you'll be able to tell whether or not the rest of the video is gonna resonate with you, okay? So I'm gonna get that out of the way, and we're just gonna go ahead and pull some cards. So what is the recent past in love for our dear Aquariuses? Please and thank you. Recent past in love for our dear Aquariuses. Please and thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the cards really want to speak, but too many fell out. So this one we'll keep because it fell out by itself. We're just going to keep on shuffling. I didn't feel the other cards that much. And welcome to my channel. I'm Venus. I do tend to drop cards a lot. I have tiny little hobbit hands. So welcome aboard. But anyways. Okay, Aquarius. So, recent past, we have here the Eight of Swords. So you may have been in a situation that recently made you feel a bit entrapped, a bit controlled even, perhaps, okay? But you definitely felt like you in your previous situation, almost as if you were in a type of cage of some sort. You did feel very restricted, okay? Now, these restrictions, of course, may not have been completely what's the word, physical or actually there. It could have been self-imposed limitations that you had brought about due to your own negative thinking, your own habits, your own ideas, etc. Because as we see in this card here, she is blindfolded and she is restrained, but if she were to take off the blindfold, she would see that she actually isn't in a cage. And so this cage of, or this circle of swords kind of represents the entrapments of our own mind and how we can kind of impose these limitations on ourselves. So perhaps there were some ideas or things that you had thought about in this previous love dynamic or previous event in love that were very limiting, okay? And so perhaps part of, you know, whatever had gone on with this dynamic was in part to make you realize to take these blindfolds off and to kind of see that, you know, these were self-imposed limitations. And of course, my cat once again wants to bless the reading and join us. So how lovely of him. I do apologize. He might come through a lot. He's been really enjoying camera time, so... but with that being said, anyways, we have Ace of Pentacles, okay? So with these cards all coming together in unison, it almost feels like, Aquarius, there was an opportunity or a event or something that was given to you or handed to you, or some sort of opportunity that you saw and you seized it. And I think it had something to do with walking away. You kind of felt like you were left out in the cold, or you may have made another person kind of feel like they were left out in the cold. And there's almost this feeling of searching and wandering and feeling lost and kind of looking for any semblance of warmth or shelter. It's this feeling of seeking, okay? So with all three of these cards coming through together, Aquarius, what I'm getting is that you were in a situation in which you felt entrapped, okay? You saw an opportunity, but you saw that you had to make some moves, that you had to leave, that you had to hurt some feelings, that you had to leave some people out in the cold. Perhaps you had to leave yourself out in the cold and put yourself out into the wilderness to seize this opportunity, but that is exactly what you did, okay? So that's in regards to recent past in your love life. Now coming towards the present and future energy that we're going to be finding ourselves in. Let me go ahead and focus this. So let's go ahead and take a look at your energy, Aquarius, in regards to love. This is upcoming energy, so you may already be feeling it, you may already be in it, or you may be coming up on this energy, okay? So we have the Sun in reverse, and we also have blossoming abundance, okay? So with the Sun coming through in the reverse, this is an indication of not so happy times, not so happy energy. However, it's kind of contradictory with this blossoming abundance card, right? This speaks of great opportunity and experiences and manifestations and just things flowing into your life magically. So Aquarius, what I'm getting from these two cards right here is this idea of everything kind of having to fall apart in order for things to fall together. There is that saying, Mac Miller did sing, before things come together, they have to fall apart. And I feel like this is definitely the energy that you are going through in regards to your love life, Aquarius. Now, as for the other person and how they are feeling and their energy, we have here caring connections and healer of the ages in reverse. Okay, so this card is such a lovely card to get in love readings, because this definitely shows someone who is you know, who does genuinely love and have feelings of appreciation and care and support for you. There is definitely those tender, loving feelings there in this dynamic. This is definitely someone who does have your best interest, who does care about you. However, we also have here Healer of the Ages coming through in reverse. So this is also indicative, of someone who does have a lot of healing that they need to work on, a lot of growth that they need to work on, a lot of stuff that they have coming up that they need to work on. And you know the saying, hurt people, okay? This could be exactly that. Like this person does seem like they have no ill intent so far, okay? This is just what the energy is reading, and we'll go even further, but it really does seem like their own imbalance with self and their own neglect to their own healing and their own path and their own purpose is definitely perhaps something that had made this dynamic go astray or go wrong in the first place. Now, the dynamic of the union, however, we have Angel of Balance and we have the Thinking Man. Okay, so with the Thinking Man card coming through here, this dynamic is currently undergoing a lot of growth. There is a lot of reflection on both parties being made right now, but there is also a lot of growth, a lot of learning, a lot of being a student of the universe and getting that soul wisdom, that soul growth, okay? Now, as well with Angel of Balance, we were just talking about how the healing energy, you know, needing that balance, and this card is coming through and saying that this dynamic, both energies to play in this dynamic, there is an undergoing of balancing, okay? So whatever was previously imbalanced is currently being worked to put into balance, okay? Now, one thing I do want to mention though is that doesn't necessarily mean, balance doesn't necessarily mean that y'all will come back together, okay? You know, at times we can meet someone and we can find that we are imbalanced and that this person is what drives us to do better and put ourselves into balance. And then once we find ourselves truly and fully healed and balanced within ourselves once again, we start to realize that maybe this dynamic wasn't meant for us originally, and that was only here for the growth, right? So that is just a little disclaimer, but we're just going to go ahead and get more details. So Aquarius, we're going to go figure out what your feelings and intentions are in regards to this person. So we have the Two of Swords. So when this comes through as your feelings, Aquarius, this is indicative of you kind of not really being ready to be vulnerable, not really ready to put your guard down, not really ready to communicate, to have that heart-to-heart conversation. This is still a bit in that feeling of defensiveness, okay? There may be some fear when it comes to being open and being vulnerable with this person. And I say being vulnerable because if we look closely, this is the Two of Swords. She has both swords crossed over her chest, which is heart chakra. Okay, so this shows this inability to truly be open and be vulnerable and sharing and expressing our feelings and our heart. And she is blindfolded, and the moon in the background represents emotion, so she could be blinded by emotions or previous pains and previous hurts, and she just needs to work on taking off the blindfold and truly seeing that there is no immediate danger. There's no need to be defensive right away, okay? But that's just the feeling that you're in. There is the sense of defensiveness and, you know, being unable to be vulnerable again. And your intentions, Aquarius, you have not yet want to make any decisions or come out and, you know, speak to this person. You're coming through as the Hermit card, so it is very much your intention to go within, to reflect, to do a lot of soul searching and growth and healing and learning and discovering yourself. Okay, this is very much your intention. It doesn't seem like you're quite ready to engage with this person and whatever they have going on. Now let's go ahead and see what they are feeling though. So how does this person feel about Aquarius and what are their intentions? Okay, so first card that did end up falling out, we have, wow, okay, repeat cards. We have the Five of Pentacles. And this is the feeling of being left out in the cold. So yeah, this person definitely, like we were saying previously, this just confirms that this is how they are feeling. Definitely feeling like they've been left out in the cold, left out like they're searching for anything, any semblance of warmth. They're kind of feeling lost and confused, surrendering to the wilderness, okay? So that's coming through as a feeling. We also have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so despite this though, they are stepping into their divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy is creative, it's receptive, it is flowing, and it is harmonious. And as the Queen of Wands, this is someone who is dedicating their time to finding out what truly fuels them, what truly drives them, their passions, what motivates them, and they're being creative and trying to live life as enthusiastically as they can despite the circumstances between the two of you. Okay, now as for their intentions, we got the Nine of Cups. Okay, so it seems like this person, their intention is, so Nine of Cups does represent wish fulfillment, so this does kind of in a sense feel like they have every intention of, you know, gaining you back, or at least whatever their manifestation or they're trying to wish in regards to you in this dynamic, they're attempting to manifest this into their reality. Okay, on the other hand, this can also represent a subtle flex. Okay, so like they may be wanting to, you know, show off a little bit, show you what you're missing. Okay, they might be trying to flex up on you, something of that nature. We're gonna go ahead and pull one more card just to see another intention. So give us another intention for this person, please and thank you. What are their intentions towards Aquarius? Please and thank you. Yeah, and this is coming right under the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, let me get this into focus. And I do apologize about the lighting, y'all. I'm filming this at night. But yeah, this is coming, so this Nine of Cups is coming right under the Five of Pentacles. So it's almost as if they're trying to be like, you know, you tossed me out, but like look at what you missed out on, like you just let a good thing go. This is kind of the energy that they're trying to get at, I feel. Okay, now as for further intentions, I'm actually going to shuffle this one more time. And one thing I also wanted to mention with the Thinking Man card is that there does seem to be a lot of thought in regards to this dynamic going on between both parties, okay? Alright, and another intention. Right, so we have again the Nine Nine of Pentacles. So 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Nines usually signify coming towards the end of a cycle, and it does seem like this person is trying to flex just a little bit on you, but we have the 9 of Pentacles as well, and it seems like they are content being alone and being independent and, you know, doing their own thing for the time being. So it seems almost improved, mature energy, okay? So that is what is coming through for their feelings and intentions towards you. Now, we're going to go ahead and pull a few cards to see upcoming future, potential future between this dynamic. So, what is the potential future between this dynamic? Please and thank you. Alright, so I'm already getting a few messages from the Strength card immediately. So the Strength card, this is a major arcana card, okay? Now, Strength, major arcana, this is really intense energy. It's always, always, always felt, even if it is quote-unquote good card. So with the Strength card coming through, well, let me read all of them. So first we have the 6 of Pentacles coming through. We have the Strength card. We have the 2 of Swords once again, and then we have the World card coming through. So immediately the message that I got with the Strength card, this is what had come through, was that there is going to be pressure that is going to be applied. Anything that is not sturdy is going to fold and needs to be fixed. So where you are feeling the pressure is where you really need to fortify yourself, Aquarius. So with this coming through as a potential for the future, it does seem like this relationship and this dynamic is going to be tested a bit. There is going to be a bit of pressure applied. Now, previous to that, there seems to be like there may be a little bit of a power struggle, okay? There may be some sort of discussion that needs to take place, okay? Someone may be feeling like they're asking for too much. Someone may be feeling like they're given too much and never getting anything in return. There is a power struggle here, and this is something that is going to be addressed, okay? And I feel like this is in part of what pressure is going to be applied. Now, all familiar, we have the 2 of Swords again. So this is going to be a common theme, and I think because this came up for you, Aquarius, this is going to be something that you need to work on a bit, and this is going to be working on letting this guard down, allowing yourself to be more vulnerable, allowing yourself to loosen up and share your heart. And I'm getting that for some of you this is going to be something that's very difficult for you to do, just because there is a lot of pain and a lot of trauma in regards to doing this in the first place. So it may be very, very difficult. So you might have to figure out ways that you can do this in your day-to-day life. Maybe this can be like creating something, expressing yourself in little ways, doing it little by little, starting off with expressing your feelings with people who you feel safe with, stuff of that nature. But this is definitely going to come up, okay? And then we have the World. So there is going to be a sense of completion in regards to this dynamic, whatever cycle that y'all are traversing together. There is definitely going to be the sense of completion, whether or not that means y'all stay together, get back together, get together for the first time in forever, whatever it may be. Who is to say? All that there is to know is that there is, once again, I know it sounds redundant, I'm repeating myself, but there is going to be this cycle of completion. Okay, it will be complete and things will make sense, and there will be a sense of finality and closure, okay? And that's the most important thing. There will be clarity and there will be newness to come from it, okay? Now, Aquarius, so we just finished your reading. Now we're going to move on to the portion that is my favorite part. This is the advice portion, the healing portion, the clarity and guidance portion. So I do recommend that you take out a pen, piece of paper, maybe a notepad, open up your notes app, whatever it may be, and take notes, because I'm going to give you some healing advice, and the intentions of these cards that I'm about to pull is going to be to help put you onto your highest path of love and abundance in this physical world, okay? It's going to help put you on track, in alignment and in harmony with your soul and your highest purpose, your highest form of love, okay? So when I'm reading out these advices, let's say one of the advices is to love yourself more. One thing that you can begin to contemplate and journal are, you know, what thing are you going to do every day to help improve your self-love, or what thing are you going to do every week, etc., etc. And then you're going to do that stuff and you're going to reflect on it after a month, and you're going to come back here if you want, and you're going to tell me how it went, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start pulling some advice cards. Let me just clear all this cat hair off this little board. And what is the love advice for our dear Aquarius? Please and thank you. What is our love advice for our dear Aquarius? Please and thank you. Love advice for our dear Aquarius. Please and thank you. Oh my goodness, okay. Interesting, interesting. So Aquarius, immediately off the bat, it seems like there's going to be some honesty required of you, okay? So the first card that we got here, this is worth waiting for. This is saying divine timing is at work in your love life. Now, on one hand, for some of you, this could mean that this dynamic is definitely something that is worth waiting for and worth, you know, seeing through. For others of you, this can mean that whatever you are trying to manifest in your love life, whether it is something after this dynamic, it is definitely going to come, but it just may take a little bit of time. Okay? Now, however, we do have the Unrequited Love card coming through, and this is saying that there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, and this is where the sense of honesty comes from. And I think this has a lot to do with yourself, Aquarius, and just becoming really, really honest with yourself. Maybe that vulnerability needs to start with yourself and opening that communication with yourself. You truly have to sit here and, you know, question, is this someone that you truly love? Because we can see clearly that this dynamic is worth waiting for, and there is something beautiful here. But at the end of the day, what's going to keep you or make you leave, Aquarius, is whether or not you feel that there's love in this connection. And you just gotta be honest with yourself, Aquarius. You really do. You got to be honest. I'm saying. Okay? So those are the two advices that we have so far. We're going to go ahead and pull a healing card. This healing card is with the intention of, once again, boosting you onto your path of alignment in everything. Love, life, happiness, abundance, whatever have you. Working on this healing is going to help put you on track, okay? So what healing does Aquarius need? Please and thank you. What healing does Aquarius need? Please and thank you. Okay, and we have courage. This is really beautiful. So Aquarius, it seems like what you need right now is courage. And I do have to make a point into saying, because I do my astrology, this is also an astrology channel as well, with courage coming through. Your opposite sign is Leo, and Leo is known for the heart, and it's known for being courageous and brave. So maybe taking some notes from your sister sign of Leo. But your advice is to have courage and to be brave. What is it that you are most scared to do right now? What is the hardest thing that you have to do right now? This is probably what you need to do most, okay? So your advice is to have courage. So yeah, begin contemplating by what are the most difficult things that you need to be doing right now for yourself, but also in regards to this dynamic, and seeing how it is you can go ahead and have courage and face these head on bravely, okay? So this was your advice. With that being said, Aquarius, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you guys the best of luck on your journey. And with that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye!